Good evening, everyone, and welcome once again to the place to be each and every Sunday night, where tonight we are coming live and exclusive on Top Split TV for wait for it, round 10. There we go, Zandvoort for season 27 of Sunday Night Lights, where I've got to tell you, the racing this week's been amazing. So many people turning up and having a crack, and tonight is no difference. Massive 5,500 plus strength of field. And I'm your host, Alex McKellar. Joining me once again, as always, is the chaotic one himself, Mr. Corey Steinhauser. Corey, welcome back. And holy cow, massive night of racing once again.
Absolutely, Alex. We've got a lot of names in here to cover. We've only got three drivers who are sub 5K in this race, which is amazing to think about. We're so close to having an entire 5K field. It's crazy. And, I'm just having a quick little squeeze. We've got seven Oz and Z drivers in the field tonight. So, GG Oz and Z for the participation there. Almost half the field, Alex.
That's a great effort, actually, to get half of us in there, half our local club in there for what we like to think of as the ANZ Streak the Field race, but often the world comes and unites with us here on a Sunday night, and, we're all the better for it. But great to see them in there, starting with car number one, the Cowboy, Speedy Snails driver Sam Devantier. Car number one here tonight, leading herself. Car number two, the sometimes king of quali, Naoya Nagai from Japan. He's back with us once again. The community rep for the Skip Barbers, Mr. Adam Miles from Miles Ahead Racing. He's car number three here tonight. Car number four, Christian Perez. Previous Sunday Night Lights season winner, of course. He's back in action. Hikaru Sasaki, who has won a round here this season. Not here, but here on a Sunday night. And also came so close last week, but finished on the podium from memory. Just ahead of car number six, Manuel Luqueta this time. Coming soon is the team name. We fixed him up this week. Team Torpedoes, Tim Hendrickson at his local track is with us once again. He's looking to do well as the local boy. Car number 8, the Great Dane, Dennis Johansson in the Doggo-mobile. He's car number 8. Next ANZ driver in the field is Brett McBurney for McFlabby Racing. Great to see Brett in there in the angry-looking, buzzing Hornet looking mobile. Corey Lean for ANZ also joins us as car number 10, Corey.
That's right. Coming up as our 11th plated car here tonight, we've got Seb Shells from DEATCH. It's great to see Seb back in action as he's just locking it up going into turn one. He's doing some extreme tyre warming. As the 12th plated car, we've got Vasco Sorosky from Team Clowns Racing, and he's only got 2 clowns with him spotting, but I think 3 makes a shudder. Anthony Jones from UK and I is the 13th plated car, another Team Torpedo driver. We've got Loris Amadio from Italy as our 14th plated car here tonight. We've got Martin Booker also from the UK and I as our 15th plated car. And we've got Yannick Moral from France as our 16th plated car here tonight. Neil Gardner from the Oz and Z Club sneaking in as car number 17. And believe it or not, propping up the field as far as I rating goes at the very least, Alex. Enzo Cantor from Italy as our 18th plated car, sneaking in with a 4.3
amazing
K I rating.
Yeah, we haven't seen Enzo in many moons, and he rocks up tonight. He's scraped in, winningest driver in SNL, MNL history, and he has scraped into the top split just. And I'm wondering what he's feeling like being car 18, Corey.
One can only imagine what goes on in Enzo's mind at any point in time. But it'll be great to see him come in for an interview post-race because win, lose, or indifferent, he always comes in for a chat. And he's always one of the favorite people that we have come in for a chat. So it's exciting to see him back on track. As you said, it's been many, many moons. And, we've been missing him terribly. It's great to see him back on track.
Yeah, absolutely. Luqueta jumping ahead of Hendrickson, who'd set the early pace after one lap. Hendrickson and Sorosky, there it is, just behind Nagai as the times start coming in. Sorosky with a 53.4. That is outstanding. We've seen one driver this entire week creep into the 52s in quali with a 52.8 by Fernando Rodriguez, who's not here tonight. But Nagai, 53.3 on his first lap. Swarovski's put in a stunner to stick it provisionally on the front row ahead of the likes of Lucetta, Hendrickson and Cantor, if you don't mind, coming in from the cold, has stuck it on the third row for his first lap in P5, Corey.
Oh, that's crazy. He's definitely not showing any signs of ring rust there, as there's just a few people who haven't got a lap in. Oh no, Dennis Johansson absolutely butchering his second lap, Alex, going off at turn 7.
Yeah, that's a very sad and sorry looking Doggomobile hitting the eject button. Swarovski, head clown, car number 12. He's had an up and down week this week. Local hopes resting on him at the moment because Devantia, who struggled in quali tonight, he didn't do so well in the warm-up race. He's sitting in P9 at the moment. There's a lot riding on that second lap for him, but hopes at the moment sitting with Swarovski. They're about on the same spot on the grid. Swarovski with a 53.4 for his first lap. Outstanding. He comes around the final corner. Final 2 corners now. The exit of 14 this time round. What's the ANZ driver got for us? Will he be the leading ANZ driver off the field? Oh, Hendrickson dobs it on pole. Vasco as the second. Laps start coming in. Drops down as the Vasco improved. Oh, he stuck it on the front row. Sasaki's there as well. Nagai pips him. He's on the second row. Where's Devante? He can only manage 7th. Stunning performance from the drivers up front. And we've got a 53.1. Swarovski's missed by... He's tied. He's missed by 1/1000th of a second from a front row start, Corey. That's nuts.
That is nuts. And it just goes to show how close Seb Schultz goes to the top with a 52.998.
Incredible. Only the second driver to go. And McBurney from nowhere with a 53 dead. They're leaving us hanging until the end. I'm just trying to see if there's anyone else out there. Gardner's out there. Miles is about to cross the line. What's he got for us for Miles Ahead Racing? P10 for Miles. Gardner's about to cross the line. What's he done? P16 provisionally. Has he improved? Yes, he has. Up to P13. Get that India. Unbelievable as Nagai's doing his warm down. Some late and hard charging there. I thought, oh, wow. And then we've got an ANZ driver on the front row, Corey.
Yeah, absolutely incredible scenes. And he is so tantalizing close to getting that 52 as well. Another noteworthy thing is with Dennis only completing his first lap, Alex, he's only down in 15th. So he's going to have to absolutely send it to get a good result in this race.
Yeah, send it like few others can, Mr. Johansson. And look at that. We've got a couple of folks outside a second, but the top 16 cars have qualified in under a second. So that puts the top 16 drivers sub 154 for their laps. As it's time to take a look at our grid for tonight, Seb Schultz starts off on pole with the second fastest time in qualifying this week. Good effort there. Brett McBurney for McFlabby Racing's come from nowhere to stick an ANZ car on the front row, starting from second. Well played, Sir Hikaru Sasaki, who has rapidly now become the king of Japanese qualifying sessions, starting from third. Alongside him is the dethroned Japanese king of quali, Naoya Nagai. Vasco Swarovski for Team Clown, so good for the front row until the late charging field caught him up. He still starts from fifth, 2 in the top 5 for the ANZ club here tonight. Starting from sixth, the local Zandvoort native Tim Hendrickson for Team Torpedo, starting in sixth, just one spot ahead of Ant Jones, his Team Torpedo teammate, in seventh. Christian Perez for Astro Racing Team, starting out of eighth. Expect to see him moving forward. Enzo Cantor, the prodigal son for Movano Sim Racing Team, starts out of ninth. Adam Miles for Miles Ahead Racing starts out of 10th, just ahead of Speedy Snails and ANZ hopeful, the Cowboy Sam Devantia, in 11th. Manuel Luqueta for coming soon. He's out of 12th. 13th off the grid tonight, Neil Gardner for ANZ. Great to see him in there. Martin Booker for Fungus Turret Racing out of 14th. Dennis Johansson in the Doggo Mobile out of 15th. Loris Amadio for Wave Italy Racing out of 16th. 17th off the grid, Yannick Moral from France. And Corey Lean, 1.4 seconds off the pace, down in 18th. Corey, look, fantastic effort from all the drivers early on, mate. How do you see this one going?
This is definitely going to be an interesting one, Alex, as everyone has made it to the grid now. The red lights mean rev, and the green lights mean go, as we're often racing Fred the Flag Marshal, vigorously waving his green flag upon the field. And now they're charging down into turn number 1. And Seb Schultz is going to have to defend this one from McBurney, as we know that McBurney is one of the late breakers. But turn 1 being banked the way it is, Tarzan corner, it looks like Seb Schultz taking that outside line and riding the momentum into turn 2, Alex.
Absolutely. They're still 2x2 deeper in the field, though. Swarovski once again being challenged. Oh, I've heard some crunching, but we seem to have got it sorted. Yeah, Swarovski being challenged by Hendrickson as he was in the warm-up race. The Team Torpedo driver running up the hill towards turn 7 on the outside. That'll leave him to hang out to dry around the cresting, followed by sweeping downhill corner. That'll leave Swarovski up front. And look at this, Perez looking to take advantage. Comes up the inside. You leave yourself open there. And the cutthroat nature of this kind of field. Oh, so tight. Hendrickson's gone. He's... Oh, there's a big one behind. There's 3 or 4 caught up. Oh, a couple of deaths in that one. That was very difficult to make work on cold tyres, Corey. I might just go and grab a look at that one in replay. You can see Hendrickson squeezed him incredibly in Perez there. There was side-to-side contact. Once the rear of Hendrickson's Team Torpedo Mobile was on the grass, he was going nowhere but sideways. He's grabbed the brakes late, but it was too late then for a few of the cars following to find. And 1, 2, 3, they roll down like, well, there's 9 pins and then there's 3 pins and then the 10 there of Corey Lean. Just cops a little net code. I'm not sure if he'll get away with that one okay, but yeah, not the best way to start this one, Corey.
Oh, definitely not, Alex. Definitely an interesting way of starting this one, though.
Oh, contact in
there's a
turn
little bit of
1.
contact between second and third.
Sasaki and McBurney.
Yeah, McBurney now defending hard from the guy who has now taken over the 3rd spot. And it looks like Sasaki only dropping down to P6 here, so he's still within the action, although, into the fence. Goes to 5 of Sasaki now.
Yeah, there was contact there going through there. Oh, Sasaki's given up. That was a big one. Let's go check that out. I'm pretty sure. Let me just see what happened here. There was contact on the way through here. A bit of net code. There, see the big net code there between Perez and Swarovski. That's put Swarovski offline. And as he recovers the car, you'll find that Sasaki... Wow. I don't know if there was contact there or not. Looked like there could well have been, but that's put Sasaki into the wall, and that's his night over, I would suggest. As we jump back up front, 3 cars looking to get away. Perez up 4 positions. I said to watch for him coming through the field. He's already up 4 positions. We haven't even completed 2 laps, Corey.
Yeah, absolutely, Alex. I think that's also practically the end of the night for Swarovski as well. He seems to have quite a bit of damage. He's all the way down in 15th now. So, that's not good for our Oz and Z contingent, but Seb Schultz still leading away as around goes Neil Gardner. And he's just dropped out of the 11th position, out of the points. He goes down into 15th now, Alex.
Let's go check that one out. Has he had any help, or has he just lost it?
I think he just lost the rear end going through turn 12.
Oh, he's done some laps here too. That's all on his own. An unfortunate one for Gardner. Let's go check in with our leaders. They're side by side as we see McBurney and Nagai go through turn 1. Every chance that Schultz will get away here. These boys have got to start getting heady about their racing. Oh, 2x2 behind. And they get it sorted. The Cowboy now, he's up 3. Miles is up 4. And they're thinking about how to try and run down the front pack of 4 ahead of them. Schultz now out by 0.8 of a second. Enough for Nagai, whose 1 lap pace, of course, we know is pretty stunning. It wasn't 52.9 in quali stunning tonight, but he has got some legs. Oh, it's the rear of the car from the guy stepping out massively down the hill out of turn 7. Very easy to do in the early stages. But, here we go. McBurney looking, probing through 10 there. Challenging stuff early on. These boys really want to get a wriggle on. They need to call the truce. Oh, Perez goes massively wide. It comes back on. That might bridge the gap. That might be what Jones, Miles, Cantor and Devantia need to get back on here, Corey, and join everything back together. Oh, it's behind. Sorry, Miles is making a move on. Or is it Cantor he's defending from? Side by side they go. Oh, wow. Cantor's really looking to move forward if he can. He's up a couple. But Miles will defend from there. That'll be costing them the time that they've just made up. Jones has dropped them. He'll be looking to get onto the back of Perez if he can, and then bridge to the front, leaving a trail of disappointment behind them.
Yeah, I've got the radio on, Alex. I can hear the disappointment in Sam Devantia's voice, seeing everything that's unfolding in front of him. But also, I want to quickly point out, Lorius Amadio and Yannick Morale, both of them up 7 positions, although Yannick now getting around Lorius. And I think something might have happened to Lorius because he's dropped down to 11th, Alex, as Yannick Morale is up 8 positions from where he started.
Yeah, that's the biggest mover in this field so far, as Mr. Morale is up 8 positions, as you say, from where he started in, 16th. That's a massive drive. Devantia just ahead of him on the back of that 3. Meanwhile, back up front. Yeah, they've rejoined Seb Schultz up front, and the guy's legs have got him there. And now we're in a battle of 4. Now that Perez has showed a bit of patience, look at him all over the tail of the Hornet there. McFlabby Racing's... Oh, Perez, he's dicing with death. Look how hard he's pushing there on the exit there at 8. That's massive, coming through turn 10 this time round. And all the while, Jones, he's 1.2 seconds behind. He's desperate to get in the draft here, Corey.
Oh, absolutely, Alex. He'll be doing everything he can to try and bridge this gap. And another thing that I didn't think we would encounter, Alex, is the leaders here starting to come up to one of the lap down cars. Hiraku Sasaki, after qualifying so brilliantly, all the way down to 17th, and he's only about 4 seconds, if that, in front of our leader, Seb Schultz.
Oh, I'm just watching death in the final corner. It was coming. Cantor's gone. Devantia, what's he got? Much damage. No, it looks okay. They just would not... Yeah, they would not work together there. Meanwhile, up front, it's 2 by 2. I said Perez has been tremendously patient, but now for the lead. Nagai and Schultz 2 by 2 through turn 1. It is possible to go around the outside there because you got the inside into 2. As we see now, outside and then inside again into 3. Oh, look at Perez looking to make the move up 3. Schultz running wide on the grass. That'll cost him 2 for 1. Perez was patient while they needed to bridge the gap, and now the moves start coming as he and Nagai hit the front.
Absolutely, Alex. You can see him now all over the rear end of Nagai, trying to look for a way around. And we already know that Perez is running a full commitment race here, as he's dicing with death every single corner, pushing the car out as wide as he can without getting too much into the grass. And he's just going to be hunting back in the guy's car here, waiting for the right opportunity to make a move. I do believe Anthony Jones actually starting to bridge this gap a little bit, Alex, so we could have a 5-car battle here before too long.
I think we do have a 5-car battle, mate. I think you're 100%. I think he's... Oh, look, depending on how it runs down the straights, he's in for a... Oh, he's so close. That'd be so frustrating. Adam Miles now running a lonely race. Devantia trying to chase him down. And behind them, look at this pack behind them. Oh, Canter. No, it's the 8 of the Dogomobile missing half of everything and getting cold feet, literally, as he's running without a nose cone. Dennis Johansson, something's happened there. There's a story there. I don't know what it is, but he's still pushing as hard as you like in that bag of 5. Meanwhile, we'll jump up front as Perez, for the first time, makes the move for the lead. The guy facilitates it, then quickly defends from behind. Oh, McBurney has a look on Schultz into turn 1, forces him offline. Won't get it done. Tucks back in, but that'll bring Jones back ever closer. He is now 7/10 behind this lead, and dead set. That's done. That's job done. All going to plan this lap, and it's a pack of 5, Corey.
Oh, absolutely, Alex. Now, this is going to make it interesting for the remaining 6.5 laps of this race. With Anthony Jones being on this, we know Anthony Jones is a patiently aggressive driver. So he's patient, but he's aggressive when he does need to be. So he'll be looking to make moves here and there as he goes. And I think before too long, he'll be up towards the top 3, trying to battle it out for this win, Alex.
Yeah, this is what that little gap looks like. You can see, and he closes up again through turn 8 there, gets it done through 9 now, a little bit wide of the apex. He's pushing to catch this front group, and I think he might do it before too long. Meanwhile, these front guys are working hard to continue. Oh, look, Perez, look, he looks, that's a decent, I mean, it doesn't look like that much. It's 2/10, but he's, very strong indeed. Miles running pretty lonely. Devantia still trying to chase him down. If they get busy in the front, these two are not out of it. Dogomobile, Sands front everything, is leading this angry secondary. I'm going to call them a secondary pack because the others are dribs and drabs. And there's 5 cars in it. Yeah, 5 cars in it, and they're getting busy. I can't believe he's still got pace with the front end of that car missing. As very wide is Seb Schultz in P3, making sure he's absolutely no threat. McBurney dropped off a bit there in that lap, but he closed up in the braking zone. That's why Schultz was moving over, see if they can't break the draft. 7/10 now between McBurney and P3. And Jones all over the back of him. He'll play it smart until the time. Oh, as McBurney locks up into 3, that'll cost him up the run. Jones perhaps testing his patience. He will wait though, because if they make the move there and there's no quarter given, they will be out of this one for sure, Corey.
Yeah, that's right, Alex. These two have really got to start working together to make sure that they don't fall off of this pack too quickly. It's out to 0.8 of a second now as they go through turn 7. And McBurney's really got to just start being a little bit more careful with the way that he's driving. He's making these little mistakes, but each little mistake he's making is definitely making this gap open up a little bit more. The one thing that could save him right now is if Nagai or even Seb Schultz try to start battling here a little bit, and they can close up that gap pretty quickly.
Yeah, good turn 10 doesn't hurt either, actually. He closed up a good 10th there through turn 10. Good job. That'll bring him back into it, and I think they're probably safe safely ensconced in that pack now. Meanwhile, where are we at? Devantia now. Oh, he's got past Miles. I don't know what's happened there. I'll see if I can spot it in the telemetry somewhere. There it is. Last entry. Let's go check out what happened. Oh, Miles has run deep and wide through 10, and Devantia has just gone through unchecked. Miles is a bit short of a run here this week. I'd suggest Devantia has got the legs, and Miles, look, just sitting there. I doubt he'll challenge the Cowboy into turn 1. And see if they can't, with a bit of battling up front, as we're back to a decent 5-car pack. This is the kind of racing we want to see. A bit of battling up here will bring those two back into it, and they won't have lost hope. As back in the pack, I can see, oh my goodness, I can see on the telemetry positions changing left, right, and centre. And that's why they were, I think, moments in there they were 4 abreast through turn 1, Corey, as these guys. Oh, Johansson shows. I can't say he's showing the nose. He doesn't have one, but he's having a look into turn 3, Corey.
Absolutely. I started watching these guys as they were coming out of the final corner, Alex. They have been absolutely all over the tail of Dennis, trying to make a move. And as you can see, Loris Amadio making it through back to his 8 positions gained. But look at Dennis on the inside of turn 7. When do you ever see a move there, Alex? Didn't work out for him. But damn, he is making it exciting here tonight.
Oh, the 10 behind him of Lean showing the nose as well. Oh, they're behind them further still. You got the 15 of Booker having a look at Murrell. And no move there. These guys, you'd think they were racing for the win, not for P8. Although it's just as exciting back here as the Great Dane himself. Sans front everything is putting on a real show. Let's check in with our leaders. We're back. Shall we call this a sedate pace? They're running, what are they running? Mid-52s? Can you call that a sedate pace up here? But they're... I'll tell you what, they're struggling to catch Sasaki, although I think he's going to pull over here and let him by. The car number 5, who's got pace for days, but didn't put it on display here tonight, Corey.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate that he got caught up in those earlier incidents. As for the lead, up the inside of Perez goes Nagai now, and this is where things are going to start getting interesting. Perez dropping down to P2. Seb Schultz was trying to make a move as well. He couldn't quite get the nose up there going through turn 2. As it looks like Nagai actually looked up very slightly there into turn 3. A slightly banked left-handed corner. And, you know, these guys may be a little bit sedate right now, Alex, but they're still just doing that little bit of a chess game that I like to talk about, especially when it starts coming towards the end of the race like we're at. We've got 4.5 laps to go in this race, and the tempo is starting to pick up here in this front pack a little bit.
Yeah, the race is flying by just quite. Let's check back in on our angry pack here for P8. This time, oh, will Johansson be left out to dry? No, he won't. Amadio leaves him the line, kind of just sort of. And it's Lean now showing the nose into the turn at the bottom of the hill, which again leads to this sweep. Such a fast flowing section there. You're down to second gear here through turn 9 there, up to turn 10, back down to second gear again. But they're fast corners. They're flowing. This whole the connected nature of this circuit really makes it a fun ride round, but also a challenging place to pass other than a few key spots. Although, to be honest with you, depending on the run and the line that people take, almost every corner in this place is a passing opportunity. But these guys are so switched on. There's so few opportunities that watch them start to take the risks as the laps wind down, Corey.
That's absolutely right, Alex. As Loris Amadio got back around DJ for the 8th position. I want to just give a quick shout out to Corey Lean sitting back there in 10th, the third car in line. He's also up 8 positions from where he started, Alex. He started dead last, sitting there in P10.
Yeah, Lean. He's just 4 wide. Get that into you, folks. They said it can't be done. I think it can. There you go. They're still 3 wide through the exit of turn 1. They're still running almost 3 wide now as they... Oh, Johansson pulls out at the last sec. You got Lean on the inside for turn 3. There will be contact for sure. He hangs on to it, though. The 14 car, Loris Amadio. How did he save that, Corey?
Well, that's just pure skill right there, Alex. Loris Amadio knew exactly what to do when that car got sideways. It's always a very dangerous prospect running against an Oz and Z driver, especially in a European server like I think we're running in right now, because our ping is usually so high. These guys are definitely putting on a show right now, as we're going to go back to check in on our leading pack. And towards the back of it, we've got a battle going on between Anthony Jones and McBurney, Alex.
Yeah, Jones deciding that now's the time. There's only 3.5 to go. He's got to start moving forward if he wants to finish on the podium in any way, shape or form. Side by side, McBurney says no. Ant will have the a little bit of a wiggle there. I think there might have been some contact. And it is Jones that goes through for Torpedo. Team Torpedo now sitting inside the top 5, buried there in P4, eyeing down a podium finish. Can the unluckiest driver in SNL history in Ant Jones get something done this time round? Let's have a look here as the move gets made. Does it side by side? They're going. Let's take a good look now at the purple machine of Astro Racing's Christian Perez, he sees the corner behind him. Oh, he really made sure that Scholz didn't get the chance to look. He's coming back. Oh, look, that's the very nature of this opening sector here. You can get it done in oh so many ways. But these guys, loving life at the moment. They're at the top of the biggest show in town here on a Sunday night, and they're getting it done, Corey.
Oh, absolutely they are, Alex. And I was just looking back at the second pack. So I heard a little bit of radio chatter from them. And they were 3 wide going into turn 1 again. And Corey Lean starting to lose out to Loris Amadio, who gave him no space coming out of turn 3. Wow, these guys are starting to get vicious. I think that might have been a little bit of tick-to-tack with Loris Amadio giving the serving to Corey Lean for, that little move that Corey Lean put on him earlier, Alex.
Oh, up the inside this time for sure. Through 7 goes the Doggo Mobile. Dennis Johansson putting it to Morale. These two know each other from Twitch. Of course, race driver 77 is where you'll find. You can see it on the livery there of Dennis Johansson. That'd be a bit of a show here tonight. Look at this at 14 now. Loris Amadio trying to get involved. And Lean now. He's going to chuck it up the inside, surely. He's going to chuck... Oh! How did he get that through there? I can't believe they survived there. I can't tell if they were 2 or 3 wide. There were too many skippies blended into one there, Corey.
Absolutely, Alex. You could throw a picnic blanket over these guys and still have enough room for another one at the moment. That's how close these guys are racing together. And I'm just surprised that with minus everything on the front, that Dennis Johansson is pushing so hard right now. He is putting on a show, and whoever's watching his stream right now.
Oh, look out.
As off the track goes Loris Amadio. That's going to allow Dennis to get right up there as he retakes the lead in this second pack. I think we should go back and have a look at our front pack, Alex, as now there's only 2 laps left to go. This is where things are going to start getting interesting for our drivers.
Yeah, mate, I just missed them going through turn 1, but I'm going to catch this second pack because these guys are... Oh, contact there. Johansson into the rear wheel of the 14 there of Loris Amadio. That allows the 10 of Corey Lean to lead this one through. Side by side, they continue. Oh, my goodness, they're really having at it. They've gone line astern. Let's go touch base with the leaders who do themselves continue line astern down the hill towards turn 8. They run. Look at the angle. Look at the rear of the car. It wants to step out. They give it some gas to control the oversteer. Beautiful flowing 4th gear corner there. They've got it under control. Now, the leader is Christian Perez. Expect that as we come into... This is going to be madness. I'm going to focus on our leaders, and then hopefully when the time comes, we'll grab a look at the second pack after the race. I want to see what happens up front into turn 1. It's going to be great. I think it'll be just as epic in the second pack as well, Corey.
Oh, I have no doubt it will be, Alex. But one thing I'm noticing right now, Brett McBurney's starting to fall off the back of this pack ever so slightly. As these guys continuing now through the penultimate and the final corners for the penultimate time. And if the guy's going to make a move, he's going to have to do it here right now, and then hope that he can defend it hard as we continue on the lap. Let's see what we can do as the white flag comes out. It's white flag, last lap, last chance to win it or wear it. We've got 2 wide going into turn 1. And I think Seb Scholz wants to try and make it 3 wide, but he just can't quite get there as we've got 2 by 2 battling in turn 1. This is going to help Brett McBurney come back to the front pack, Alex.
Absolutely. Now, we've got a chance. We're going to have a look at this second pack. Side by side, Lean and Amadio come into... Johansson's probably too far back now to have a look here. The 15 of Martin Booker looks up the inside. Big braking from the Great Dane. Oh, it's almost a letdown. They're only 2 wide, Corey. I can't believe it. I thought they'd be about 16 wide about this point in the race, but they got it line astern. All right, let's check back in up the front as we head towards the important turn 7. You're right, McBurney's gone out of this one. No way he's catching that up without incident. And it's Nagai. And he's leading this one, but Perez is in the box seat. Given the right exit out of the final corner, he will draft past Nagai, although... It is the 11 of Seb Scholz looking to unsettle the Spaniard in front of him and takes the defensive line. He's settling for P3 on a defensive line, forcing Jones wide, but it is Nagai leading into the chicane for the final time. Will the Astro Team Racing driver challenge him? No, he's banking everything on the final corner and his ability to run out, to take this one out. It will be closely run. It is all going to come down to the execution out of the final corner as they approach the final two now. The hit turn 13. Take as much of the inside curbing as you dare. Don't kiss the dirt on the outside. They are, what's that? It's the Spaniard. He'll be the one drafting here. He'll be drafting past the Japanese driver. Can he get it done by the line? The answer is, I don't know. Yes, he did. He got it, Corey. He got it on the line by 3/100ths. Crazy stuff. What about this second pack? How are we going? Where are they? Amadio is rounding the final corner now. He's got Lean all over the back of him. I'm not sure that Lean's going to get the same run that Perez did, and he doesn't. Well, there you go, Corey. That was pretty epic.
That was incredible racing, Alex. That second pack was putting on an absolute show. And what a race by the front pack as well. You know, they maintained that 5-car pack the entire race. They didn't run into each other or anything. There's no drama in that front pack, but they still had hard, close racing and put on a show for us as well.
Yeah, unbelievable. Really impressed. And can I say, that's what the racing's been like here this week. As the strength of field has crept up, you struggle to find an incident through. Oh, look at Perez showing us Drifter Reno dirt style. Get that in you. As the strength of field's crept up throughout the week, you've seen the quality really go with it. I think everyone's come out to play and stretch their legs once we got through the tight technical tracks where it was so difficult to pass. Everyone's come out to play on this track, which fast flowing, plenty of opportunities to have a race, and we have reaped the benefits as a result. Now, speaking of results, let's go take a look at what the drivers did for us here tonight. Christian Perez by 29/1000ths of a second. The Astro Racing Team driver has put his stamp on this one in what was a fantastic exhibition of Skippy Racing, just ahead of the Japanese driver of Naoya Nagai. Can't call him the king of quali anymore, but he's led the way for the Japanese folk here tonight, finishing in second. Seb Schultz has rounded out your podium just ahead of Anthony Jones, the Team Torpedo lead runner here tonight. Wasn't the local boy that ended up doing it. It was the UK&I driver who managed to really claw his way back into that front pack. Stellar drive from Jones, and I was glad to see his luck turned around a bit. Brett McBurney became the leading ANZ driver for McFlabby Racing. He was down 3 spots, so stunning qualifying drive from McBurney, but he's backed it up with a top 5 finish. Sam Devantia, the Cowboy, was up 5 positions for Speedy Snails in his performance here tonight to finish 6th. Adam Miles for Miles Ahead Racing, he was up 3 to finish in 7th. Up 8 positions was Laura Somadio for Wave Italy Racing. Just behind him, and the biggest mover in the field, was ANZ's Corey Lean, up 9 positions to finish in 9th. The Great Dane, Dennis Johansson, was up 5 to finish in 10th. In the Doggo-mobile, Martin Booker for Fungus Turret Racing was up 3 to finish 11th. Enzo Cantor managed to get his way around inside the SNL points from Ivano Sim Racing. He's finished in 12th. Neil Gardner finished restarted in unlucky 13th here tonight. The ANZ driver, 14th after, such a great effort in quality. I was so excited for him. He's down 9 positions once the elbows came out. Young Vasco Sorowski, the head clown himself. Manu Luketa coming soon. Well, I'm trying to remember where we lost him. My memory's failing me, but he's finished down in 15th ahead of Yannick Maral, who had a great run up the front and then just got caught up in some of the melees there, and he's finished down in 16th. 17th tonight was Hikaru Sasaki, who, after sticking it on the second row, unfortunately came a cropper, and he's down in 17th. Ahead of one Tim Hendrickson, the other Team Torpedo driver in the field. The local boy, unfortunately, our lone retirement, down 12 lap scoring.
It's unfortunate for Tim Hendrickson. He'll be looking to bounce back from that. He's not going to take that one sitting down at all. And especially with it being his home racetrack, he's definitely going to be very, very bitterly disappointed about that. But hopefully he'll still have a smile on his face, and maybe we'll even get him in for a chat, and he'll tell us all about what he experienced in that. It was a great race by all altogether. And everyone who was able to get through the race should be very proud of themselves, Alex.
Yeah, mate, great display of what Skippy Racing's all about, which we're very pleased to see. Now, we've got we've got a couple of our drivers in the field. We'll do the in finishing order as we have it, which is our custom around here. First off, we'll bring him up. The cowboy, he's here. He's done all right, mate. He didn't qualify the best, but up 5 positions into P6. That's a tough night out.
It, I would say it's tough when you have Enzo Cantor who doesn't want to get out of the way, but oh well, you can't do anything about it. Yeah, it was tough tonight, but it's about the points, honestly. Now, late in the season, when you fight for a championship this close, it's every margin for error.
Yeah, mate. It looked pretty early on like the elbows were out at all costs there, and the front guys were able to get away. But look, I would suggest that you've recovered pretty well to finish in sixth, mate.
Yeah, I can't complain for top 10, but I think a top 5 would have been nice, but we go again next week.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. That's it. But look, great to see you out there. I know it's been an up and down week for you, but the racing's been pretty great, hasn't it?
It has been good, yes. It's been good from everyone. So thanks to everyone that showed up tonight. We had 2 5K softs for the warm up in this one. So yeah, thanks to everyone that came and showed out.
Yeah, brilliant, brilliant. All right, mate. Listen, thank you for joining us and for your ongoing support of the series. Great to see you out there. Number one seated driver in a 5.5K soft, from the ANZ Club. Nothing like it. Well done, mate. And anyone you'd like to give a shout out to before we let you go tonight?
Just you guys in general, the audience members, Kavik Racing, SNS guys, do it tomorrow, and yeah, that's about it from me.
Yeah, beautiful. Go and check out Kavik Racing on YouTube. I think they do it on Twitch as well. They
Yep,
got
Twitch as well.
the SNS race tonight. Always a good show. And it also gets to see some of the quick drivers that we don't get to see here on SNL too. So some of the big names rock up there as well. So good luck to them all and good luck to you, mate. Go represent.
Yep.
There you go, Corey. That was the Cowboy. Sam Devantia, of course. Not the night he was hoping for, but a pretty good drive. A good recovery from qualifying in 11th, up 5 positions into 6th, mate.
Absolutely, Alex. In a field like this, it's not easy to do, but he's showing why he's got the number one on the side of that car and why he's the top Oz and Z driver at the moment. He definitely could have had a little bit of a better race, but that's just the way racing goes. Some people are, a lot more intensive with their blocking than others, and he just got caught up behind one of those who was very intense of a defender. But that's the way racing goes. He'll just look forward towards next week, and hopefully he'll have a better result there.
Yeah, absolutely. He's been putting it up the front more often than not these days. So I imagine he won 3 races last season. So I'm thinking a race isn't too far away in his future. But next on our list, actually, I was going to go to Mr. Sorosky, but we'll grab our race winner, seeing as he's joined us, Mr. Christian Perez. Christian, fantastic drive out there tonight. Good tactics at the end. The slipstream to the line, but the racing out there tonight, mate. I hope you enjoyed it.
Hello guys. Yeah, was a difficult race today, and hopefully I could be in the perfect spot to the last race, to the last lap.
Yeah, mate. The racing here this week's been amazing. Everyone's come back and put on a great show. Not only here on a Sunday night, throughout the week. Have you enjoyed your racing here this week?
Yeah, well, I didn't race too much, sincerely. So this week I worked too much, so I really raced yesterday twice and the race before this one.
Yeah, beautiful.
And uh, that's it,
Yeah,
really. But Zandvoort and the Skippy, it really are a really, really good combination.
yeah, I agree. I agree. We've seen some really great races throughout the week, culminating here on a Sunday night, of course, and the pack racing's been good. I think you might agree, Christian. I'd be interested in your thoughts. I think the driving standard's been pretty good as well.
What? The driver, what?
The driving standard, hasn't been a lot of incidents. People have raced pretty well, I thought.
Well, I had two incidents
Oof.
on race today. With team first, and then with Vasco, I touched a little bit. And with team, that was a close one. I tried to avoid that, but he left me so many, not too much space. That that is something that I really I'm happy because I think that he trusts me. But I took piano, I too much care on then, and I tried not to hit him, but no, not enough.
Yeah,
And I
absolutely.
say sorry to him, but I
Yeah,
try to avoid. I I just get a little scared when I saw his tire so much close.
yeah, it was
I
pretty
think.
tight. It was pretty tight through there. An unfortunate incident for sure. But congratulations. Tough drive, mate. Up 7 positions in this kind of field is not easy to do. So congratulations, not only on the drive through the field, but of course a win here on a Sunday night. Is there anyone you'd like to thank or give a shout out to before we let you go?
Uh, to my team, that it is always the best team ever in sim racing, and to you, of course, and to Corey for this show that it is the best of the week.
Beautiful. Thanks, Christian. Always great having you here, mate. And congratulations again. Hopefully, we'll talk to you again soon.
Okay, ciao ciao.
Corey, race winner here tonight, Mr. Christian Perez. He was right. There were a couple of moments in here, but I got to tell you, I think the driving standard as a whole has been pretty damn good this week.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Alex. And good on him for getting the win there. It was definitely a very tough and challenging race for him, even with that slight bit of contact with Tim earlier in the race. And I'm starting to refute his claims here of being in the best team. They don't even have any green on the car,
I
Alex.
know. What's with that? I don't know. Anyway, let's grab Mr. Vasco Sorowski. Just, of course, at the moment where his nights come a cropper. Timing is a magnificent thing. Bit of netcode there with a big bounce of the clown mobile, and then it was all over pretty much. Oh no, that's Sasaki going off into the wall. And I think it was something else later on, mate. But not the night you were hoping for after a stunning effort in quali.
Evening, fellas. Yeah, it didn't work out to plan. But yeah, there's positives to take from it. Yeah, I've got to learn not to leave it so open for people, I guess. And if you don't give them the room, I try to race, clean and make sure no one gets close enough to each other. But it happens, and that's on me. I'm taking that one, and we'll learn and we'll carry on.
Yeah, mate. But
Yeah.
you must be happy with the quali performance. You've had a couple of good ones here tonight, and in particular in the big one. That's encouraging in terms of pace and what the future races might have on offer for you.
Yeah, 100%, boys. Yeah, just got to work on the race thing. That's it. But it's all good. The other clown got up in second split, so
Oh, beautiful.
yeah, so he's made the day happier for everyone. So magic stuff.
Yeah, mate, you'll
Yeah.
have to send him over for an interview if he does that sort of performance. He's almost got 3K now, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, he's working his way, definitely.
Oh,
But
mate.
Greg's doing well.
Yeah,
He's
we'll
doing
see him
well.
here on a Sunday night before you know it.
100%. 100%.
That's it. All right, mate. Listen, thank you as always, not only for turning up and having a red hot crack, but for joining us afterwards, win, lose, or draw. It is much appreciated. And is there anyone you'd like to say g'day to before we let you go?
Mate, you guys, as always, really, none of this would be anything without you. So thank you very much for everything you do. And I do really mean that. You guys do a lot for the community and a lot for the drivers, and can't thank you enough. So, yeah, 100%.
No worries. Thanks, Vasco. Really do appreciate it, mate. And as we do appreciate the community that gets behind us and the way it's going at the moment is absolutely gangbusters and loving every minute of it, mate. So thank you for joining us and hopefully we'll see you again soon.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, Corey, one Vasco Sorowski comes and has a chat. Good, bad, indifferent. And, honestly, it's people like that we do this for. They get out there and have a massive crack on the biggest stage in Skippy racing. And, couldn't be happier to see him out there having a go.
Absolutely, Alex. And no matter what happens in the race, whether he has a really good race, a really terrible race, or whether he's got stuff going on outside of sim racing, he always comes in here. You can hear he's got a smile on his face. You can tell that he's had fun, even if he's racing all by himself. 20 seconds off of the rest of the pack. he still has fun. He still comes in with a smile on his face, and he has a chat to us every single week. So people like Vasco is the reason why we do this each and every single week because it just goes to show the sense of community and the sense of community spirit that we have cultivated here over the years that we've been doing this for.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. And love doing it and love seeing people get the enjoyment out of it. So that's why we're here, as we say, for the community, by the community, and that's how we like it. But, folks, that might just about do us for this week. Corey, tell the folks at home what you got going on.
So hopefully Tuesday and Thursday, I'm planning on doing a little bit of Valorant on stream, which will be a little bit of fun. And on Wednesday, I actually forgot last week was actually going to be an off week. They've changed the way that they've done their calendar, so I didn't look at the date. I just looked at what was next. So coming up this week on the Aussie Sim commentator channel, twitch.tv/Aussie Sim Aussie_Sim_commentator, will be the Autism is Not for Wimps 150 from the Charlotte Motor Speedway, 100 laps around the 1.5 mile oval, which will be great. It's only 2 races until the start of the playoffs, so that means that there's only 6 races left in the season altogether. So everything's starting to heat up massively there, Alex. And then on Friday, we're starting up a brand new Chat AI racing season. We're going to be using super late models, and we're going to have a 45 race season for that one. 5 races every episode, which will be a lot of fun. And then it's all back here again with you next week when we go and tackle the Nürburgring Industrial Fahrten, Alex.
Oh, Norge. Great track to drive and challenge yourself. Oh, very dicey to race on, so expect that track, all 160 something corners of it, to challenge our drivers next week who are brave enough to take it on. Remarkably popular, of course, so I expect to see another bumper crop of drivers here next week. But for now, folks, everything Top Split is on your screen. Join us in the Discord community, which is where we do not only the broadcast and the post-race interviews from, but it's where all the SNL stuff, scores, replays, all that sort of stuff is. The Top Split on YouTube is where you'll find this replay and the full 26 and a half, nearly 27 seasons back catalogue of MNL and SNL, plus a couple of my own races, some lap guides and stuff like that. And Top Split TV, of course, here on Twitch is where you'll find us each and every Sunday night, bringing you the best world-class Skip Barber action you will find anywhere. But for now, folks, and on behalf of the Chaotic One, Corey Steinhauser, I'm Alex McKellar. Thank you so much for joining us both on track and off. And until next time, ciao for now.